In today's world, it's easier than ever to lose your money, especially if you aren't careful. There are evil people out there that desperately want to get their hands on it. But I can help you worry just a little less because I've got 6 simple, realistic ways to protect your money, your assets, and your nest egg. Hey everyone, it's Sherry from this Gen X Life. We are in a war of good against evil. A lot of evil people out there trying to steal your money away from you. They'll go to any means necessary. They'll even convince you to willingly hand it over to them before you realize what's happened. Even an accident can leave your money and your assets totally at risk in a lawsuit without the right protection. So let's get into it. Number 1 on the list is freeze your credit. Do it today. I mean, seriously, do it today if you haven't already. It's so easy and it's free. Here in the U.S., there are 3 credit bureaus that you'll need to go online, go to their websites, and if you don't already have a free online account or registered with them, but once you've done that, it's easy to just log in from there on after, but they step you through. Each of the websites will step you through the process on how to freeze your credit because it's a very popular option once you get to their website. And the 3 credit bureaus here in the U.S. that you would need to freeze your credit with would be TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Now you have to do it at all 3 of them. But like I said, it's very simple. And no one can open up an account in your name using your information. And if you yourself need to apply for a credit card or a car loan, all you do is go into the 3 bureaus and thaw your credit. It's really easy. They show you how, and you can even list date parameters. So if you just want it to be thawed for a couple of days, and then it'll automatically refreeze at the date that you specify, and you don't even have to worry about it after that. Okay, number 2, increase your insurance liability coverage. Now, experts recommend that you carry at least $300,000 in liability coverage on your home and auto insurance policies. But what you need is enough to cover all of your assets in case a lawsuit or damages was brought against you. So if your wealth exceeds $300,000, then of course you would go higher than that. And there are numerous levels for each insurance company. And if you reach the max and you still need more, then you can get umbrella coverage. And it's really easy. You can usually do it online at your insurance company's website, and you can even play with it to see how much it will increase your policy premium. And I can tell you that on my auto insurance, it didn't increase it. It just only increased it a few dollars for every 6-month policy period. It's really not that expensive to increase the amounts. Now, a liability lawsuit can ruin you financially. What if someone falls down the stairs on your property, or gets bit by your dog, or you have an accident and you destroy someone's private property in the process? What happens if you get sued? How does the medical care for that person that was bit by your dog, how does that get paid for? Well, of course, your insurance would kick in for these types of situations. That's what it is there for, the liability coverage. But if you do not have enough to cover whatever the medical care cost is or whatever the lawsuit amount is, who has to pay the bill beyond your insurance limits? You do. And there's not much sympathy when it comes to those kind of things. So it's very easy to go to your insurance company or give them a call, and that's something that you can do today as well. Number 3, install a credit monitoring app on your phone. And, there are several popular ones out there. They will notify you if anything looks fishy on your credit report. They'll notify you if your credit score takes a nosedive all of a sudden. It's just good to have. I mean, not only for, protecting your identity, but just to keep an eye on your credit score to make sure that they don't have the wrong information on you, the credit bureaus. And we talked about freezing your credit, so you shouldn't have to worry about anyone getting through, but still having a credit monitoring app is just an extra layer, and it's free, so why not? Number 4, never respond or answer calls or texts from people that you do not know. If you don't know them, don't answer that call. Don't answer that text. Don't even text them back and say, "Who is this?" Make no engagement whatsoever. And if it is a company that you do business with, maybe it's your bank that's calling you, maybe it's your credit card company that's texting you. The criminals are so good at spoofing that type of thing and phishing for information that, especially if you're busy, they can fool you in an instant. And before you know it, you've already given them your login information and they're off to the races. Don't get too busy and just feel like you can answer those calls or texts that are incoming to you, especially when you didn't request a call from them. Number 5, only use payment apps with people you know. Do not exchange money with strangers on payment apps such as Venmo or PayPal or the like. These payment apps were set up for friends and family to exchange money between each other, people that you know. They're not set up with the right protections to protect you, your bank account, and your money when you use them to engage in financial transactions with strangers. And the con artists and the scam artists, they know this, and they will use these, and they do use them quite frequently to get into people's accounts. And once they get into your account, whatever money they take, that transaction is done. It can't be undone. So you're looking at, a long phone call with your bank, pleading with them and trying to prove to them that you were conned out of your money and hoping that they will reinstate those funds for you. But I'm not very optimistic about that. I just think the safest way is to only use payment apps with your friends and family. Trusted people only. Okay, number 6, stop writing personal checks. The personal check era is over, done. And I'm still trying to convince some of my older relatives of this. Now, I know there are some instances, even today, that you have to write a personal check for it. It might be your rent. Your landlord will only accept personal checks. Or it might be some random medical bill that you have to use a personal check for. But it's very rare these days that is your only option. Don't let that just be your first option. Dig in and see if they will accept payments in other forms. Now, if you still use personal checks regularly, I want you to just take a look at it. Look at the front of it. Look at all the information that's listed and printed on the front of that check. Well, of course, you're not the only one that can see all of that information. The crooks can too. Anyone that intercepts your mail, you have your address on there, your name, phone numbers. I've even seen people that had their driver's license number on there. And the worst thing of all, at the bottom of every check, there's your account number. There's your routing number right there in black and white. Now, once you've filled it out, again, you're just adding more information to the check besides what's printed on there. Now you've added your signature, you've added your handwriting as an example, you've filled in monetary amounts, whatever that might be. But there is this term called check washing, and you may have heard of it. But the bad guys, they can intercept those checks however they get to them, whether it's out of your mailbox or or however they can get them, they can wash the ink off of those checks in a way to where they can fill it out and put whatever they want. They can make it out to themselves. They can make the amount whatever it needs to be. And if they can do this with enough of your checks, once they get your account number, they can overdraw your account quickly, and then the bank is going to come to you as the criminal, not the real criminal. So writing personal checks is just way too dangerous. They served their purpose in the day, but now we just need to set up auto payment when we can, pay online. It is safer to do that than write a check. You know, we can use our debit card, even though there are risks involved with that. We can use our credit cards. Let's just try to find alternate ways of paying our bills, or even making transactions between strangers. Okay, everyone, I hope that you agree with me that these 6 tips are simple, they're easy, and that there really is no excuse in taking these steps today to protect your money. Now, of course, we can't do everything because the criminals are trying to always stay one step ahead of us. But if you can do these 6 things, it will prevent you from excessive worries related to the safety and security of your money. It will add so many extra layers to maybe, hopefully, help you sleep a little better at night. So Gen Xers, you have worked too hard and too long to accumulate what you have, whether it be assets, 401ks, nest eggs for your retirement. You've worked too hard for that, for some criminal to come along and try and take that from you. So do whatever you can to protect it. And I am sure that there are a lot of other ideas out there beyond the 6 that I mentioned. I just wanted to get 6 really simple ones in so that you could do those today, check them off your list. And I hope you liked this video. I would love to know in the comments what ideas you have, what tips you have for protecting your money. And if you like these kinds of videos, I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of our Gen X community. I make videos to optimize your life, your time, and your money. And I welcome all generations to come along. Okay, thanks for watching this video, guys. And I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.